Royalty will be taking a step down, and there's a new fluffy sheriff in town. All of this and more next on your NKU World Report. Good evening, everyone. It's the first week of May 2017. Thank you for joining us for the NKU World Report. I'm Taylor Upchurch. Police have confirmed that late last night there was a fatal shooting here between 4th and Southgate. Officials say the alleged altercation began as a woman was walking home from work when she was robbed at gunpoint. And tornadoes are a possibility this evening, and as you can tell, the rain and the wind has already settled in for the night. We should be on a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock tonight. And for those who are traveling, please be safe on the roads because there is a chance for flooding. On a 90-degree day, it could only take up to about 20 minutes for the inside of your car to reach about 120 degrees, and that could potentially dehydrate both your children and your pets. Commuters may have trouble traveling to and from work tomorrow as the John A. Rebling Suspension Bridge will be closed from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The House of Representatives is set to vote on the GOP health care bill Thursday. The scheduled vote follows weeks of efforts by Republicans to unite the conservative and moderate wings of their party on health care. If successful, it could give President Donald Trump the legislative victory he's been looking for. As most fellow Cincinnatians know, tomorrow is one of the biggest days of the year, also known as opening day. The celebration will begin at noon with various activities for families to enjoy up until the game starts at 4:10 p.m. against the Philadelphia Phillies. Go Reds! Well, after 2 years of being in business, Dick's Last Resort here at Newport-on-the-Levee has shut its doors permanently. Owners say 4 of the well-known locations have shut down in the last month due to financial trouble. Well, the Cincinnati Art Museum is looking a tad bit more colorful lately. Their latest exhibit, called Tiffany Glass Painting with Light and Color, will soon be open to the public starting April 1st through August 13th. As the Trump administration nears the end of its first 100 days, it's dealing with an international challenge that appears to be getting more complicated by the day. What to do with North Korea's nuclear provocations? It comes as Vice President Pence visits the region and offering tough talk to the North Korean leader. Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park is launching a new campaign to replace the theater that you see behind me with a much larger facility as their new main stage theater. Good afternoon and welcome to your Thursday edition of the NKU Newsbreak live from Griffin Hall. I'm Taylor Upchurch. Embattled House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes says he's temporarily stepping aside from leading the probe into Russian meddling of last year's presidential election. In a statement, the California Republicans said it's in the best interest of the committee and Congress for him to step aside. Nunes cited a series of ethics complaints filed against him, stating that he violated terms of discussing classified material following his secret meeting at the White House just over 2 weeks ago. And a school bus crash in Texas on Wednesday has left more than 20 kids hurt. Elementary school students from Charlton Poller were coming back from a trip to the Big Thicket National Preserve. An 18-wheeler and a pickup truck were also involved in the conclusion. More than 20 students were taken to local hospitals. One is in stable but critical condition. 2 teachers were also injured. No word yet on what caused the accident. And that has been your NKU News Break for this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Taylor Upchurch. Have a great night. Surprisingly enough, the extremely warm weather that we've been having here in December has made quite the effect on parks here in the tri-state. I'm here at Versailles State Park, where the 68 to 70 degree weather has brought in many more visitors, including resident wildlife. For 3 years, Natalie Brinson has been the property manager here at the Versailles State Park, and it is the first time she has ever seen visitors fishing and kayaking in the month of December. Even though the weather changes have created much concern for the environment, the park has benefited immensely.
Well, we have seen a big difference here on property. We've had a lot of visitors come out and use some of our amenities. Camping in December, if you can believe that. We've had people in our campground. We've had people reserving our boats, renting out our boats like canoes, kayaks, and john boats.
With their monthly profit continuously increasing, this now allows the park managers to boost the park's appearance and comfortability for the visitors. However, many species' lives may be in danger now that the environment has changed drastically.
Unfortunately, there are some detrimental effects on the wildlife. They really rely on those cold winter months to stay in hibernation. When we have a warm snap like this, then they're going to burn up some of those stored calories that they have. And when we get towards the end of the winter, there may not be enough there for them to survive until the spring actually gets here.
Now their concern is whether to enjoy the outdoors or to seek animal rescue for the future.
Typically, as long as it's not something that runs for a real long time, they have the ability to make up those calories and go back into their hibernation, and it won't affect them too negatively.
And for those of you who live in the tri-state, try to enjoy the 68 to 70 degree weather. I think I'll start off by doing a little kayaking of my own. Reporting from Versailles, Indiana, I'm Taylor Upchurch. Well, just when we thought that Cold Stone Creamery couldn't possibly come up with any creamier creations, headquarters just launched their new catering line. The well-known ice cream shop is now offering their customers many more options as a new strategy to share even more of their sweets with the Northern Kentucky area. Much like Ken Sharp, the owner of this Crestview Hills Mall location, many owners started catering long before corporate even thought to offer it due to customer request.
We've been focused on events between 50 and 100 people, but because of the new equipment, it's going to allow us to transport more of our products, and we really will be able to focus on even bigger events, weekend festivals, weddings over to 100 people, corporate events, pretty much anything. But our focus will change because we will be able to transport a lot more ice cream and other products with this new equipment. And the one we take on the road is called our Mobile Stone. It's about a 3 by 5.5 unit. It's got a refrigeration unit underneath it that allows the stone to stay around 16 degrees. So as we mix the ice cream per the customer specifications, the ice creams will not melt.
Customers now can look forward to sharing their love for this branded ice cream with their friends and family, anywhere and anytime.
And I think that the bricks and mortar are important, but I think one thing this will do is there's a lot of remote areas where Cold Stones are not present. So I think this will allow us to go into markets where people want Cold Stone, so maybe they'll see us at an event. And I think maybe this was part of the catering campaign objective was to introduce Cold Stone in other areas vis-a-vis the catering, and then there'll be an expansion plan for Cold Stone to move into other markets. But for the people that are in remote areas and don't have a Cold Stone right down the street, I think it'll be a great tool to get our product out there and to strengthen the brand even more.
And thanks to Ken Sharp, we now have the inside scoop. Reporting live from Crestview Hills, I'm Taylor Upchurch.